Have you ever felt that the world of investing is complicated, full of risks, and only accessible to experts and people with huge capital?
Have you ever wondered why ordinary people manage to build wealth from scratch, while others lose money despite constantly following the news and so-called expert advice?
The shocking truth is that the problem is not a lack of money, nor a lack of intelligence, nor even bad market timing. The real problem lies in how we understand investing. In his book, From Zero to Millionaire, Nicholas Broby presents a completely different perspective. Wealth is not built through excessive risk, speculation, or trying to beat the market. It is built through simplicity, discipline, and patience. This book does not promise to make you a millionaire overnight. Instead, it teaches you how to avoid the mistakes that destroy most investors, and how to build an investment system that works even when you are not doing anything, letting time and compound interest do the real work. The book is divided into 10 chapters. Chapter 1: Booms and Busts. Financial markets do not move in a straight line. They go through natural cycles of expansion and contraction. These fluctuations are not the enemy of the smart investor. They are the real opportunity to build wealth. Most people view market volatility with fear, but history shows that markets have risen over the long term despite every crisis. The economy is like breathing: expansion, optimism, and profits, followed by contraction, fear, and correction. These cycles are natural and unavoidable. The problem is not volatility, it is investor behavior. Emotional investors sell at the bottom, while disciplined investors stay calm or buy more. The author warns against trying to escape the market during every crisis, because this usually leads to worse results than simply staying invested. Events like the Great Depression, the 2008 financial crisis, and the COVID-19 pandemic felt like the end of the world at the time. Yet years later, markets recovered and reached new highs, rewarding patient investors. Chapter Summary. Volatility is not a risk. It is part of the market. Fear is the investor's greatest enemy. Long-term investing overcomes all crises, and those who cannot tolerate volatility do not deserve the returns. Chapter 2. Searching for the rare pearl. Trying to find the perfect stock or a miracle investment is an illusion that traps most investors. The real path to wealth is owning the entire market instead of chasing rare opportunities. The author compares these investors to people who believe there is one magical stock or perfect timing that will make them rich quickly. Statistics show the opposite. A very small number of stocks generate most of the market's gains, and identifying them in advance is nearly impossible. Even professionals fail to do this consistently. One mistake can destroy an entire portfolio, and success once does not guarantee future success. That is why the author advocates owning the whole haystack instead of searching for the needle. Investing in broad market index funds, ETFs, and diversified portfolios. Most people fail because the human mind loves heroic stories. The media exaggerates rare successes, and excitement feels more attractive. Real wealth is quiet, boring, and cumulative. Chapter Summary. Do not search for the perfect investment or bet on a single stock. Diversification is strength, not weakness. Owning the market is better than trying to beat it. Chapter 3. Our fair share of profits. Investing in stocks is not gambling. It is owning a real share of real businesses. A stock is not just a number on a screen. It represents ownership in a company that sells products, generates profits, and distributes part of those profits to shareholders. True returns do not come from news or predictions, but from business profits and their reinvestment. Returns come from dividends and from price appreciation as companies grow. Over time, compound interest begins to work quietly and powerfully. People trust real estate because it is tangible. yet doubt stocks because they are invisible, despite the fact that companies are deeply embedded in our daily lives. The difference is only perception. Chapter summary. Stocks represent real ownership. Business growth is the true source of returns. Do not try to outsmart the market. Be a partner in it. Chapter 4. Stocks and bonds. A successful portfolio does not rely on a single asset, but on balance between stocks and bonds, depending on age, goals, and risk tolerance. Stocks drive long-term growth but are volatile. Bonds provide stability and help reduce emotional shocks. Bonds are not meant to maximize returns, but to protect investors from making emotional decisions during crises. A balanced portfolio is like a stable table. It absorbs shocks instead of collapsing. Chapter summary. Stocks are for growth. Bonds are for stability. The best portfolio is the one you can stick with for the long term. Chapter 5. Driving at 130 kilometers per hour. Chasing higher returns than the market means taking higher risks without guarantees. Speed creates an illusion of control, but it increases the chances of accidents. Frequent trading, leverage, and constant market timing rarely succeed. Markets are filled with millions of professionals, and information is reflected in prices almost instantly. Chapter summary. More risk does not guarantee higher returns. Calm and simplicity outperform complexity. Arriving safely is better than arriving fast. Chapter 6. Turn off the TV and silence notifications. The greatest danger to investors is media noise. Financial news operates 24/7, aiming to capture attention, not to protect your wealth. Constant monitoring leads to emotional decisions, while successful investors follow a plan and ignore the noise. Chapter summary. The media does not serve investors. Calmness is an investment strength. Sometimes the best decision is no decision. Chapter 7. Celebrating market corrections. Market corrections are not disasters. They are opportunities. Lower prices allow investors to buy more for less and increase future returns. The real danger is panic selling at the bottom. Chapter summary. Corrections are natural and beneficial. The market rewards calm courage. Those who fear discounts always pay full price. Chapter 8. A Guide to Self-Defense. Major losses do not come from the market, but from psychological mistakes. A plan, diversification, rebalancing, and low costs are essential defensive tools. Chapter summary. Defense is more important than offense. Discipline beats intelligence. Those who lose less win more. Chapter 9. Grow your wealth. Wealth is built through a simple, disciplined, long-term system. Regular saving, consistent investing, and patience are the foundation. Chapter summary. Systems matter more than individual decisions. Time is the investor's greatest ally. Compound interest works silently. Chapter 10. The Cow and the Shark. Investing is not a battle. It is a calm journey. The shark is fast and aggressive, but it gets tired and makes mistakes. The cow is slow and patient but steady, and it wins in the long run. Chapter summary. Be simple, be disciplined, be patient. Let time work in your favor. Be a cow, not a shark. Conclusion. This book teaches us that building wealth does not require extraordinary genius or extreme risk. Wealth is built through consistency, not speed. Those who follow a simple plan, stick to it, and give time a chance are the ones who succeed in the end. And now, tell us in the comments. Do you tend to be a shark chasing opportunities? Or a cow investing calmly? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next book and the next video.